Talent management. We're going to talk about various aspects of what talent is and how do you manage talent. So we come on to the first and foremost important aspect of what talent is. As we discussed earlier in my previous video, talent is the ability, aptitude, bent, capacity, endowment, faculty, flair, forte, genius, or a gift or a knack. It's an unusual, natural ability to do something well, and that could also be developed by training. It is a person or a people with exceptional ability. So the ability that puts you apart, puts you at an advantage from the rest of it is a talent, right? Talent management is therefore concerned with coordination and management. It is the coordination and management of the people who are working in the organization for you, and we discussed this concept in my previous video as well. Now, the most important aspect is, what are the objectives of talent management? The first and the foremost is identifying the gaps between the talent in place, the ones that are working for you, and the talent required to drive business success, right? There is a gap between the people who are actually working and the skills they possess while they're performing their duties and responsibilities, and the skills that are required for them to increase the business success, which they do not have. You need to identify the gap between the two, right? To facilitate and support management to implement accurate hiring and promotion decisions. As we initially talked about how attraction and selection plays a very, very important role, we need to understand it is the basics of getting the right person at the right place. If you do not have your recruitment plans in place, if you do not have efficient, attractive policies in place to get the right people, your other steps will be futile, right? So you need to get the right person through the right selection process. Then the next one is to develop talent to enhance performance in the current position, as well as readiness for transition to the next level. When I am performing as an asset of the organization, I need to enhance my skill. I need to enhance my capabilities to be ready for performing the task at hand right now, or probably for my future roles. Right? So I need to develop my talents, and the company that I'm working for also wants me and works for me to develop my capabilities and my talents, right? Develop a success and a retention plan to sustain organizational excellence. We need to retain the employees that are highly efficient and are the driving force for our business, right? So we need to have strategies in place to retain those talents that we have worked for or we have got them on board. Okay, so we talked about competitive advantage. I told you what a competitive advantage is, how you achieve it through your people. So it is a condition or a circumstance that puts a company in a favorable position and is the ability of the firm to occupy a superior position in an industry. I gave you the example of a washing machine, how the company producing the washing machine put themselves at a competitive advantage in comparison to the other competitors, right? And how do you achieve them? You achieve them through attraction, selection, recruitment. How do you develop your manpower? How do you give them transitioning roles? How do you communicate with them? All these are basic points which help you develop your talent or manage talent more efficiently. So what are the key processes when we talk about talent management? The first and foremost is identifying the goals of the organization. When I know what the goals of my organization are, I would understand what are the people, what are the skills that the people should possess to achieve those goals and objectives for my organization. This can only happen when I know what my organization is working for. This can only happen when my objectives are very clear, on the basis of which I will decide the qualities, the skills, the qualification that my manpower or workforce should have. The next is talent attraction. As I told you, creating a talent pool is a very crucial step because it's amongst that talent pool that you will pick out the probable candidates, right? So the next one is talent recruitment. Recruitment is we will go on to discuss what recruitment is and how it differs from selection in detail, but I'll give you a brief outlook of what recruitment is. Recruitment and selection are two different things. Recruitment starts as you give out the details of the position that you've created in an organization, right? The moment people get to know that there is an opening in your organization starts the recruitment process. Till the application pool is created. Till then, selection starts as soon as I start shortlisting the candidates from that talent pool is where my selection process begins, right? So there are two different aspects. So recruitment and selection are very, very crucial roles. If you get the right person for the right job, you know that you will get successful results. Talent deployment. Deployment is placing an employee at the desired designation. So placing the right person at the right job is deployment. Talent development, as we talked about, development is not an overnight process. It happens over a period of time. And there are various training programs, various learnings that you come across, various experiences that you gain while working on the job that develops you, that increases your capacities and capabilities is development. Talent retention is how do you retain your employees? Is it through your environment that you're providing to the employee? Is it through salary, or is it through additional benefits that you give the employee that are working in your organization, right? This is just an overview of what the key processes of talent management are. A, identifying the goals that we've discussed, attracting the talent, sourcing the talent, recruitment, selection, training and development, retention, assessment. Here, assessment, you will do the performance appraisal, right? And succession planning. All these are part or outcomes of performance appraisal, career planning, promotion, and then finally the exit stage when the employee leaves your organization, right? Now, we've talked about two very important words. Talent, as discussed before, you all know what it is. Knowledge. Now, we need to compare these two terms, right? Talents make and break the rules, whereas knowledge workers conserve the rules. We've often talked about somebody having this outstanding capability, outstanding ability, and does not follow rules and regulations. So talents are ones who go out of the box, who think out of the box and do break the rules that are assigned and do something new. Whereas knowledge workers are those that abide by the rules. They follow the rules and regulations provided, right? Talents create. They're the ones who come up with new concepts. They come up with something new. They're the ones who create something new. Like, for instance, the washing machine. Knowledge workers implement the new change that they've got. In case of the washing machine, there was somebody who did the R&D and came up with the concept that washing machines have to be now made like this, and the knowledge workers who were at the plant followed those instructions and implemented them, right? So they're the followers. Talents initiate change. They are the ones who bring about a change in an organization, whereas knowledge workers support the organization change. Talents innovate. We've been saying it since the very beginning. That's innovation, something new, something unique. And knowledge workers learn. They're taught that the product has to be made like this. The washing machine has to be made like this. You need to follow these steps. Then talents direct. They're the ones who give you orders, or they're the ones who tell you. Since, again, we come back to the washing machine example. The ones who did the R&D, who came up with this product of the automated washing machine, they were the one who directed the rest of the plant employees to follow the steps of making the washing machine. Talents inspire and lift people, whereas knowledge workers receive information and motivation. So they're the ones who need to be motivated, whereas the talents are the ones who inspire people, who lift people, who give something new to the society, who give new something to the new to the company. So they're the ones who bring about a change. So that's how talent differs from knowledge workers, right? Thank you.